continue during and after supper. I will be going in a few minutes to meet with President Upitn, and from there to our dinner meeting, which will be a working dinner. During the meeting which we have just had, the Foreign Minister brought me up to date on the events of yesterday during the meeting of the EC9, and I would like to say in connection with that I am in general agreement with the concept expressed in the communique which was issued by the foreign ministers at the conclusion of their meeting yesterday, namely the document which was issued in connection with Afghanistan. I might say also a word or two about our conversations which will be taking place this evening. We will be talking not only about the immediate, the short term, the practical kind of issues, but we will be devoting a great part of our discussion to the long term. What do we see in the year 1980, the year 81, and so on in terms of the future? And we will be discussing the substantive aspects of it and not merely the tactical aspects as well. It's a very important consultation that we will be having here, and it is a great help to me to be able to participate in these discussions with your government. I believe we'll find that we assess the threat that we face alike, and we will also find that we have a common view with respect to the track that we must follow both in the short and the long run. So let me just very briefly conclude by saying how pleased I am to be here in Rome and to have this chance to meet with the leaders of your government and to discuss these critically important issues at this moment in history. Thank you very much.
parce que
we've just concluded our discussions of this morning. The discussions were very cordial, useful, and open. I think I'm going to stay away from those questions at this point. I've got a plane to catch. I'm late for London already, so we'll just leave it at that. Thank you. Touched on it only briefly. Good afternoon.
Sì, in italiano sì. Posso cominciare?
Ciao! Noi facciamo questo. No, ma scusate un attimo, subito. No, scusate un attimo, se aspettate qui un attimo, la dottoressa Scimonelli.
Allora, Presidente del CONI in Carraro, Vicepresidente Nebbiolo hanno partecipato questo pomeriggio a Francoforte ad una riunione che sembra potesse creare un fronte europeo da sistemare tra i due blocchi dell'Unione Sovietica. Come è andata?
Ma lo scopo della riunione era quello di sentirsi tra alcuni comitati olimpici europei, i quali praticamente avevano la necessità di consultarsi in un momento particolarmente difficile per la storia del movimento olimpico mondiale e pertanto per tutto lo sport mondiale. Abbiamo praticamente...
Es dauert noch 2-3 Minuten. Jetzt müssen Sie, Herr Daume, hier rum bitte. Herr Daume. Und nun machen wir unsere Zeremonie olympique protokollär.
Ich lese zuerst den französischen Text nach den Olympischen Regeln und dann den englischen Text und danach den deutschen Text. Maßgebend ist der englische Text. Ich persönlich habe das Gefühl, das ist auch kein sehr glänzendes littérarisches Réuni. Le 1er février 1980 à Francfort, par une participation aux Jeux Olympiques. Tous les participants aux Jeux Olympiques, dans aucun cas, une participation aux Jeux Olympiques ne saurait valoir the proposals of NOC members of several countries on 1st of February 1980 in Frankfurt. Representatives of 11 national Olympic committees, see list, met at the invitation of Mr. Willi Daume to exchange information and points of view on problems of participation in the 1980 Olympic Games. According to the Olympic Charter and rules, each NOC is an exclusive authority to decide on the participation in the Olympic Games. Also in accordance with the Olympic Charter and rules, all participants expressed their strong desire and willingness to ensure that athletes of their countries can freely compete in the Olympic Games following the decision taken by the International Olympic Committee. In no event will participation in the Olympic Games be recognition of a given political situation or event. The participants agreed to the invitation of the Belgian National Olympic Committee to another informal meeting in Brussels on March 22nd. Und nun der deutsche Text, Sie bekommen alle Texte ja auch gleich schriftlich. Dem Partner ihrer Länder in freier Entscheidung an den Olympischen Spielen teilnehmen können, gemäß der Entscheidung des Internationalen Olympischen Komitees. Olympische Spiele 1980.
Gibt es Länder, die sich ganz speziell für einen Boykott vielleicht ausgesprochen haben heute?
Das Spiele und die Moskauer Spiele 1980 ordnungsgemäß durchzuführen und sowohl das deutsche NOK wie alle anderen NOKs, die hier vertreten waren, sind natürlich Olympic myself, that we are an Olympic body and it is our obligation to save the Olympic Games and to help that no difficulties will disturb the Olympic Games, also in 1980.
But sir, there are already difficulties that are disturbing the Games. Was it the feeling among the people today that they will go ahead, the Games in Moscow?
I think all Olympic people is obliged to be optimistic.
What will you do if the governments of each of your respective countries say no, you will not go?
According to the Olympic Charter and rules, each NOC is an exclusive authority to decide on the participation in the Olympic Games, and all representatives of Olympic committees being present here have given the declaration, we decide and not our government.
So you will go whether your government say yes, or you will go whether your government say no? We'll go at any event.
May go. But the decision of our government, if yes or no, is not our obligation to follow this decision of the government.
Können Sie das auf Deutsch wiederholen?
Ja, es ist also, es ist in keinem Fall bedeutet Teilnahme an Olympischen Spielen die Anerkennung einer Danger, wenn Sie Olympic Games 1980 cannot take place.
Gathering together, and I've nothing further to add to the statement that Herr Daume has issued.
But do you get the feeling going away from this meeting that the 1980 Games will take place with a lot of Western participation in Moscow?
We can only be optimistic. As you've heard, there's going to be another meeting on the 22nd of March, we'll meet again, or at least representatives will meet again on that day, and probably after that time we'll be able to give you a better answer to that question.
Will there be actually a vote between countries as far as your group participation, or is this going to be an individual matter, country by country?
As I see it, each country will make up its own mind. Thank you.
Thank you. Other questions? Because we did give our help and our experiences from the Munich Games to Moscow, and many German companies are engaged in Moscow, and of course we did discuss the situation